Hello, YNABers. My name is Jesse Meekum, and this is podcast number 54 for You Need a Budget, where we teach you 4 rules to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck, get out of debt, and save more money. One way that you can save a massive, massive amount of money is to stop caring so much about what other people think of you, mainly people that you don't even know. I want to write an essay. I want to write like a short, like a little report or some kind of not an expose, like what do they call that? A treatise? Is that the right word? On cars. And what a big wealth-sucking hunk of metal they are. And I've been amazed as I've just chatted with people. It's very easy to get people to chat with me about their finances as soon as they find out what I do. It's like I'm a pastor or something. I mean, they just come and like start confessing. And anyway, it's interesting because people will come and tell me about this and that. And what I've discovered is there's a continuum of price points on all different types of goods. Food is, everyone pays the same amount of food for the most part. You can get really, restaurants, obviously that goes out the window, or you can go organic, that's more expensive. But everyone pays the same amount for a loaf of bread. And everyone pays the same amount for clothes. There's always these extremes, right? You don't see a middle-income person buying a high-end item of clothing, as a rule. There are always exceptions, but I'm speaking purely in generalizations here. So a middle-income person making $60,000 a year or something, you don't see them spending hundreds of dollars on some special item of clothing or something like that. But as people's incomes rise, you will start to see them purchase higher-end items. Watches or clothes or electronics, not even homes really, but homes are actually a good example. When people's incomes go up, they'll purchase a larger home. And all of these purchases, there's some kind of a ratio that I want to wrap my head around where you have people at certain income that purchase a certain level of home or a certain level of purse or shoe or whatever it is. That proportion works well because when we're on a limited income, we all are, we have to weigh our priorities, give every dollar a job, and decide, well, I can't spend $800 on that purse. I mean, that's not in the budget, right? And it makes really good sense in our brains. Where this breaks down is with cars. Because as you see the amount, sticker price or total financing cost plus price that comes in when someone buys a car, when you look at that and then you look at what they earn, there's a vast, it's completely out of whack. It's totally disproportionate. So someone making middle income, purchasing clothes, they're right in the spectrum there of what would be reasonable for their income, right? Regardless of whether you think clothes are worth it or not, they're not. But whatever, regardless of what you think. Then when you get to cars, that same middle income person is suddenly purchasing a car that they can't afford. We over-purchase cars probably more than any other item that we have. Maybe houses to a degree where we overextend ourselves in houses, but there's still some relationship between where people are earning money and what their house payment is. But when you get to where people are earning money and a percentage that's their car payment, for some reason, cars are exempt from our rationality. They're exempt from our ability to say, I can't afford that car. That much money going toward a car is obscene. That is ludicrous. There's no way I would spend X on this car. I don't want to start saying numbers for cars because I don't want to offend anyone or, cast judgment, although I think I am. I'm casting a wide net of judgment here. But what bothers me so bad is that people over-purchase on the car and then live hand to mouth. They overpurchase on their vehicles, and then they're stressed. Their relationship is strained. They can't do things they really want to do, like investing, saving for retirement, going on some kind of a vacation where they have some experiences. No, instead they choose to drive around in a far too expensive vehicle to simply get from point A to point B. And we've all been sold a bill of goods with all of these commercials with cars zipping along closed course highways driven by stuntmen and trucks spinning out in the desert and all of these cars rotating in our brains and the completely new and redesigned blah, blah, blah. And it's all there to suck your wealth from you. Think of the car this way. It moves you and the other occupants from A to B. There's nothing glorious about it. There's nothing associated with status. It's not a reflection of who you are or how much you are worth or what you mean to your friends or family. When you drive around in a car that's too expensive, the only thing you're telling me is you don't have a grasp on your financial reality and you are hobbled and handicapped when it comes to being able to save for the long term and reach your real financial goals. It's like having an ankle weight on you, and it just slows you down. I was watching The Walking Dead season 2. Don't ruin it. I'm not on season 3. I'm waiting for it to come to Netflix. If you don't like any type of zombie gore, this is not going to work for you. But there's a scene where this zombie, if you haven't watched season 2 yet, mute me, where this zombie is stuck in mud and it's just flailing there, right? I'm watching that, and I literally thought, Ian always tells me I use the word literally incorrectly. One of our developers, Ian. I did actually, literally, right. That works. I literally thought in that moment of someone stuck financially in the mud because of their car. So all I want you to do, I've rambled on about this for 7 minutes. All I want you to do is evaluate how much money you have tied up in your car. If you have a car payment, you should sell your car. If you have a car payment, you should sell your car. If you have a car payment, you should sell your car. You can drive around in old cars. I know this because I do this. Don't tell me it has to be super reliable. You can find perfectly reliable cars that are old and very affordable. If you have a car payment, you should sell your car. Or, if you don't want to go through the hassle of selling your car, pay it off very, very fast. Like in 3 or 6 months. Because I know it is a hassle to pay off your car. I just got a text. Okay, so cars are a wealth drain. Evaluate where your priorities are. Do you really care about impressing a bunch of strangers with what you're driving? You shouldn't. Now, this is my caveat. If you love cars, if you are a car guy or gal, and by that I mean you seriously love them, not, oh, I think they're cool. I mean, you're like Jay Leno loves cars, right? He has this massive collection of cars. If you love cars, just adore them. It's one of your hobbies, a passion, an obsession. Then I could understand that you invest more money in your car because you have a passion there. But for 98 or 99% of you, you have no passion with cars. You are only concerned about what other people think of you, and you're falling prey to very slick psychological manipulation that comes via marketing. So evaluate that. Just noodle on it for this next week. And write me at jesse@youneedabudget.com. Let me know if I got you maybe a little bit bothered, maybe put a little bit of friction, like a little thorn in your side, like a little pebble in your shoe regarding your car and the wealth that's tied up into it. Until next time, follow YNAB's 4 rules and you will win financially. You have not budgeted like this.